SpongeBob SquarePants is a cartoon. That's a fact that not a single person can deny. From the beginning, this was always a story meant to be told in the expressive world of animation. With Steven Hillenburg choosing this medium to bring his characters to life, he knew there were endless possibilities with what could happen on screen. SpongeBob could move around and do anything he wants, because when you're a cartoon, you don't really have many boundaries. This information is nothing new, but what happens when Bikini Bottom enters real life? In order to find out, we're gonna have to head to 2019. Nickelodeon promised that it was going to be the best year ever! At least when we're talking about SpongeBob. Being a special milestone of 20 years on TV, there were a ton of events held to celebrate the legacy of this animation icon. Everything led up to the big birthday blowout, an hour-long special that featured a massive story and cameos at every turn. The entire special offered more than you could ask for, and honestly, I think it's one of the best SpongeBob episodes in a long time. If anyone talks about how bad the show still is, this would be something to prove them wrong. Anyway, there are more than a few noteworthy parts to the big birthday blowout, but I want to focus on this. The gang is traveling by fish tank in real life, and they come across a very familiar restaurant, the Krusty Slab. Obviously meant to be a live-action counterpart to the Krusty Krab, it was clear that we were heading into brand new territory that hadn't been explored before. After going inside, we're greeted with something we never thought we'd see. A canonical, real-life Krusty Krab. It's not a one-to-one remake, but there's more than enough here to make it feel like it came straight out of Bikini Bottom. Over the next few minutes, we get to watch various SpongeBob scenes play out, with the twist being all the voice actors playing the characters. We get to see SpongeBob work his magic, Plankton come in with an evil plan, and everything in between. This is fun and all, but we also need to ask the question, why does this work so well? SpongeBob is best told through animation, but I think one of the reasons the Krusty Slab is so good is simply the actors themselves. If SpongeBob, Patrick, and all the others had been played by random celebrities, then it wouldn't be the same. Although most of these guys are primarily voice actors, they still gave it their all in live action because they know their characters better than anyone else.
Slabby Patty and it's cooked just right. Slabby Patty day and night. What a nifty, tasty sight. Slabby Patty and it's cooked just right. I love this guy!
Every single cast member has spent a big part of their lives not only voicing them, but thinking about them and understanding their way of life. Taking the trip from animation to live action is really weird, but at the same time, they pulled it off because they're talented in what they do. The way they act makes it feel like you could place all of it in animation, and it would be like you've never left the show. Now that I mention it, someone on YouTube did exactly that. Cam Tunis Productions took the audio from Big Birthday Blowout and drew all the characters as they would appear in a normal episode. As expected, it works well. And if you've never seen the 20th anniversary special, you might even think this was originally an animated clip.
Sorry, sir.
Get those ship-shaped burgers shipped out, or you'll be doing your soft shoe across the street at the crumb basket.
Yes, Mr. Slabs, I won't have it again, Mr. Slabs. Sorry, Mr. Slabs.
No, okay, there's no denying that SpongeBob as a show is fast-paced and way more energetic than real life. Since we know how cartoony this can all become, how would that be replicated during the Krusty Slab to make it faithful? The answer can be found in moments like these, where Tom Kenny does a little SpongeBob dance and gets hyped to make Krabby Patties. The footage speeds up just like how it'd play out underwater. Bringing focus to his facial expressions is relatively easy, as his eyes grow to something only a cartoon character would do. After that, we get this amazing sequence where he has 6 arms, making Krabby Patties like a madman. It's so dumb, but like a good kind of dumb. All of this exaggeration and speeding up made it feel less like we were watching live-action SpongeBob and more like we were just watching the original SpongeBob. Basically, what viewers are treated to is a believable, real-life version of the show, which wouldn't have been possible without the cast and crew. Jonas Morgenstein, who helped direct the live portion, gave some insight into making everything work. We created the right set of parameters to nurture that performance. We built the perfect setting, founding a greasy spoon with the right layout to pass through window and grill, and transforming it into the Krusty Slab. Next, we outfitted the cast in wardrobe that represented a real-world interpretation of each character. Then we rehearsed a few times with the entire cast, working out the blocking. In the show, SpongeBob is generally the only character that physically transforms. He's the Tex Avery character whose emotional responses are more powerful and can be contained within the simple sponge rectangle. We need needed the physical manifestation of SpongeBob to express that same level of boundless personality that defies physical reality. So his human counterpart Jim Bob dances in high speed, twirls the spatula like a propeller, and sprouts multiple arms like a Hindu god. These effects required over-the-top performances from Tom Kenny. At the end of the day, SpongeBob in real life is an anomaly. It's something that by all means should not work well, given the exciting, animated nature of the show. However, with the talent from everyone involved in the Trusty Slab, this was awesome to see. If we ever get a full episode of the show taking place entirely in live action, I would not complain. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.